Alright everybody, how's it going? My name is Dominic Magdaleno. Can't even say my own name right. What's up everybody, my name is Dominic Magdaleno, and as you can see today we're going to be playing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now, just a little background. I love Zelda. I am a huge Zelda fanboy, easily my favorite game of all time. But specifically Ocarina of Time is my favorite game of all time. I like it so much, I actually have a Legend of Zelda tattoo on my arm. This is probably the first video game that I ever played my entire life, so it holds a very special place in my heart. What should I name myself? I'm gonna just go with the classic Link, you know? I think that's safe for our first Legend of Zelda playthrough. Let's do it. All right, so I'm gonna do this Let's Play style. I'm not gonna cut any of the cutscenes out because I think that, you know, you're gonna wanna see the whole story, and I'm missing some story by talking, so I'm gonna shut up. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there's one boy who does not have a fairy. He's a weirdo because of it. Fade to black, nightmare time. I feel like everything bad always happens during a dark and stormy night, right? Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. So this is the spirit of the forest. It's a tree. His name's the Deku tree. And he's the only one in this game that talks like this with the where art thou, come hither. Like very kind of like old English style talking, I guess. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces, even now, are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. It's a little sketchy. I don't know why you'd want to deter outsiders, but whatever. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. I mean, you could easily call him Link. I mean, he's lived in this forest since he was born, so I get it's all prophecy and everything, but the youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay the world, depends upon thee. Look at this. Flying time. This is gonna make me all motion sick now.
Hello.
Hey. Never understood why this guy was kind of just getting freaky with that rock over there. He's just getting his rocks off. That was dumb. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You bet your ass it can. Nah, I feel that. That's how I'm waking up most days. When I was younger, I used to wake up with all this energy and used to just roll out of bed so quickly and easily. Right when I hit 25 years old, getting up's a lot harder than it used to be. A lot harder. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Alright, let's start playing. Kokiri Forest. So like the first time I ever played this game, I was pretty young. I think I was maybe 3 or 4 years old. And I thought that, like, as you do when you're young, I thought that this place actually existed. So I would always like beg my mom to go to the forest, and she's like, oh yeah, sorry, it doesn't really exist, you know. Wow, a fairy. Finally a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. What a good friend she is, because he, like, obviously everybody in this forest has their own fairy, and Link doesn't have his own fairy and hasn't for his whole life. So it's just kind of cool that his best friend is like so ecstatic that he finally got one. I think that's super cool. Now you're a true Kokiri. Nah, I take it back. He was a true Kokiri before. Why'd you have to ruin it? Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. She's legit gonna just like wait here while I go on this long mission. I mean, I know he's supposed to be trying to pick it up, but I have the mind of a 12-year-old, so. Alright, let's open these chests. I got some money. I got some money. I got a recovery heart. And what do I got? Oh, I got $1. So I'm just gonna skip all this tutorial stuff. I know how to play this game. Maybe I'm not as good at this game as I thought I was. I got the Kakiri butter knife, because that definitely isn't a sword. At most, it's a dagger. Who wants to get cut? In order to get past the guard that's guarding the Deku Tree, you need to have your sword and you need to have a shield. So we just found the sword, so I need to get the shield from the shop, which is usually 40 rupees. So I'm just gonna go get a bunch of rupees. This guy's giving it the old smack that routine. What is up with the Kokiri sexualizing plants and rocks? There's some money behind here. Nice. Okay, got the 40. So this is what I don't really understand. Kind of the lore of the Kokiri is the fact that they never grow up. They stay kids their whole life, kind of like a Peter Pan type thing. It makes sense that they've probably been alive for a while as kids. Why did they make the counter in their shop so small? Like, if they're the only ones that are there, they should have made it like, I don't know, the right size. I don't know, I'm getting way too into video game architecture. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Better look again, Mido. And what's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield? And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Alright, Charlie Brown. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? Those are fighting words, man. Shoot, how did he get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. Oh, so he's jealous. Look at this guy. The weird pointy feet, his stance. First enemies of the game coming up. Babas. Alright. The giant talking tree. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. I brought the ferryless kid that you wanted. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link's like, come on, dude, speak English. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? I don't know, I was kind of planning on just chilling out today, but nah, okay, yeah, let's do it. Then enter my mouth. Alrighty, let's just go inside his mouth. I'm not even gonna wipe my feet. Inside the Deku Tree. Not my first rodeo. Alright, here we go. It's monster killing time. I got some nuts. When I was a kid, I thought these vines looked like cheese. I don't know why. I don't think it looks like cheese now, but I guess at some point I was a lot less smarter. See, the thing that always confused me about this dungeon is the fact that the Deku Tree just has all these chests inside of him and all these walkways and doors and a dungeon. Like, I don't know, it's just kind of suspicious. It's kind of sus, as the kids say these days. Alright, let's go in here. Let's get to the demon plant. Ow, ow, forgive me, master. Hey, we just met. You're not gonna call me master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? Ooh. What do we got in here? What do we got in here? What do we got in here? Got a slingshot. So when I was a kid, after playing this game, I wanted a slingshot so freaking bad. I remember asking my mom if I could get a slingshot, and she was obviously like, no, we're not going to get you one because you are a child and you will probably hurt somebody or yourself. Which I definitely look back at it now, and she was totally right. But I wouldn't shut up about it, so she finally was just like, oh yeah, you know, we'll get you a slingshot when you turn 12. And me being like 3 or 4 years old, I was like, oh, okay, when I'm an older kid, I'm gonna be able to get a slingshot. However many years until I turn 12 go by. And then I totally forgot about it until like maybe a couple of years ago, and I thought to myself like, oh man, you know, she owes me a slingshot. Then I was like, yeah, I'm an adult now. I can just buy my own. I will also say that this game is the reason why I was so scared of spiders as a kid. Like, I legitimately would not go anywhere that had spiders, which was hard because I lived, like, the house that we lived in backed up to a giant field, so we always had all sorts of spiders like coming and going, mostly daddy long legs, which I understand now are totally and completely harmless, but at that age, I thought they were like the spiders in this game, like that thing over there. But yeah, we had like daddy long legs. I think my dad even found like a wild tarantula. We had some snakes that were an issue there. Yeah, we had a lot of wildlife. Some skunks. It's a cool spot to grow up in, but I will say now I'm still scared of spiders, but I'm not scared of daddy long legs. I'm scared of these things though. Alright, you did. Alright, let's see if I get this on the first try. I usually end up fucking missing. Alright, let's do this. Oh yeah, I made it. Broke the web. I will get that one later. I'm going to try and collect as many gold SKULLTULAS as possible. Although I can't promise that I will remember to come back and get them. But I will try. Not gonna bother getting that chest because I think it's just a recovery heart. Perfect. So what made me really want to record this game is the fact that Tears of a Kingdom is coming out in a couple months. So I kind of just want to get through as many Zeldas as I possibly can before it finally comes out. Please forgive me, Master. You know, if you're going to keep calling me Master, you're going to have to pay me. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. All right, hold up. You're calling me Master. You're talking about punishment. I charge a fee for this. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Yeah, you sold out your brothers to save your own life. That's, yeah, kind of an issue. But yeah, I wanted to get through playing Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and hopefully be able to complete a playthrough of Breath of the Wild before Tears of a Kingdom come out. And maybe other Zeldas too. I've played most of them long time ago. I beat like A Link to the Past, definitely beaten Ocarina of Time many, many, many times. Beaten Majora's Mask, I think only like once. Now, I've beaten Breath of the Wild, I think only once, all the way through. I did start a second replay and I think I got kind of overwhelmed, to be completely honest. There's a lot in that game. There's a lot to do, but there's also simultaneously nothing to do. It's just a bunch of repetitiveness. I didn't like the shrines too much. I thought that it was a cool concept, but I feel like it could have been executed a lot better. I love the dungeon format of Ocarina of Time. I think it's beautifully done. It seemed like everything in Breath of the Wild was kind of just, I don't know, it felt kind of lazy because while all the divine beasts, they're different getting to them, and like they had different lore, different situations, like some were Rito and the Gerudo people, like leading up to it, super dope. Yeah, leading up to the areas was cool, but the divine beasts were just a bunch of similar puzzles, like making the divine beast move to, I don't know, it was just very repetitive, and the bosses felt repetitive, and I hated the weapon breaking system. It made you never want to use good weapons because you'd use it a couple times and they would just break. Like, I think it could be a good feature if done correctly, but I don't know, the weapon durability was huge not so fun part for me. Hop, hop. I think this is just crazy too. I keep just going further and further down inside this giant tree. 23 is number 1. Hey, remember your brother sold me out upstairs. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's a minor inconvenience. It's so annoying that I'm gonna reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. He's just selling out everybody. Never trust a Deku scrub with any secret. They're just gonna sell you out. Alrighty, let's see if I could one round this. So again, when I was a kid and played this game, I didn't get past the tree for a good couple years because I couldn't beat this boss. I think I was just scared, to be honest. Which, I mean, to a little kid, this is pretty intimidating, so I don't really blame myself. Alright, let's knock her out. Guess I didn't one-shot her. Alright, don't let her poop the eggs out. Now I gotta fight her babies. Alright, come down. Come down, giant demon spider. Not on me. Alright. Call me Dom the Spider Killer. So satisfying. Just imagine being this kid, like, you get woken up by a fairy and a couple minutes later you're killing a giant spider inside of a magical tree. It's weird. Alrighty. First temple done. Or, well, I guess first dungeon done. We haven't even gotten to the temples yet. Well done, Link. I love his mustache and his eyebrows. It's kind of weird, though. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Would thou listen? No. No, Link, thou must know. My time is short. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Oh, back inside his mouth. Neat. Damn, this is emo as heck. Brings me back. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorceress powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Ooh, story time. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nayru, the goddess of wisdom. Farore, the goddess of courage. Courage? I can't talk. I have trouble reading. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the red earth. Nayru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Heck yeah, dude. Farore, with her rich soul, produced all life forms which would uphold the law. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed to the heavens. And golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me, because I am a tree. I've been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. He's just sitting on the ground enjoying story time. That's cute. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There, thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take the stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. I love how he's just standing there. Just this magical stone floating above him. Well, I guess with fairies and magic being real, this isn't so far out of left field. I mean, he's also talking to a giant tree, so it's not that weird. Navi the fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. That's sad. It's the end of an era. Man, he just dies so quick. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. I salute you. Mido's not letting me pass. Hey Link, what did you do? The great Deku Tree. Did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Just does his little waddle away. Yeah, I definitely killed a giant tree by myself. Alright guys, we're gonna end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm definitely going to continue this series, but leave a comment letting me know any other Zelda games you might want me to play in the future after I'm done with this series. Totally down with like Majora's Mask, totally down with like A Link to the Past. Might even get Skyward Sword and finally play that. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all that normal YouTube stuff if you want to keep seeing these videos. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.